Hey, Dan, are we talking?
Oh, yeah, Tim. We talking.
Oh, we talking. Woo! Let's go, Lee! And then I was like, I still can't believe it's not butter.
I still to this day actually can't believe that it's not fucking butter.
I think they're lying. I think it's all cap.
You think it's just all butter?
I think it's cap.
It's just cap. It's not butter or a butter substitute. It's just cap.
Do you like my outfit? I got it at the Cap
It's
store.
not butter, but they don't tell you what it is.
That's what I'm saying. What is it actually?
Cap.
It's just cap.
Sure.
Just lies.
Vegan. It's just full of vegan in there.
It's the lies I tell to all the women in my DMs. Yes, you're the only one I'm talking to. Anyway.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, see, when I say toxic shit, these two shut the fuck up. Dan has
Selena
every right to
Gomez,
shut
come
the
back to
fuck up.
Staten Island. I miss you.
Dan should shut the fuck up. That I completely understand. You know, you can't self-incriminate on a recorded podcast. But Tim just leaves me fucking hanging.
I'm not leaving you hanging. I'm a little bit to the left and to the right about it, you know? Sometimes down the middle.
Any fucking way. Welcome back to the world's greatest podcast, episode 159 of Oh We Talking, the best podcast ever produced by mankind, humankind, anything that has recording capabilities. We are better than all that shit put the fucking together.
You show me another podcast that has samurai swords in the videos. I'll wait.
He is holding a samurai sword.
Not just any samurai sword. What samurai sword am I holding?
It's cursed by an ancient Japanese samurai.
You hear that? We got some cursed shit in this episode right now.
One of the swords that was mentioned.
One of the three swords.
One of the
last
three
one?
swords that was
Or
mentioned in the
2
last
times
one.
ago?
No, it was the last one.
Yeah. All right.
Sure.
You find another podcast that does this. You know where else? Dan, can you? Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? I'm gonna do it anyway. Dan, can you show and tell the people where they can see me have this
If you're watching on
great
YouTube,
samurai
you
sword?
can find it, all right? Wherever he puts it. If he puts it there. I don't know. It's at the beginning of the episode. But one episode...
Yeah, hit him with the media.
159. Hit him with the fucking medias.
Episode 159. Go follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Go subscribe on YouTube. Go like. Go comment. Go share everything. Go hit the link tree. Buy the merch. But you can only really buy that shirt, but not that one anymore because I think you got to take it down.
It did get taken
colors.
down because
I
the
got the
colors
hat.
fucked up.
But that thing is still there, just different colors.
I got
don't even
the
know if
hat.
you can tell what it is.
I got a
You
hat.
can't even fucking read. It just looks like a white shirt on the video.
Sure. Yeah, but your hat's backwards. But you can buy that hat. Right off his head if you
Right
want.
off his head if you want.
He'll
it.
sign it for you. Extra $1.
Yes.
Good deal. Well, all sign it.
$1 a letter.
Just pretty good.
That's
Do you?
That's
how do-
14. That's $14.
How do you sign? Do you do like just your initials? or
Nope.
do you
Full name. So you got seven. That's
you sign your full name when you sign.
$14. Yep.
Really?
$14
You sign like when you do like a
on
regular signature.
on serious documents. Yes, I do.
You put your full name.
Yep, in script. Yep. When it's like a BS form, I'm like, all right, and I go, boop, boop, boop. I'm like, you can't even read that, but
DC.the.
yeah.
That's easy.
It's funny that you bring that up. I have a friend that used to work at Best Buy, and she used to work there. And when you signed the
Scan.
pin pad?
Yes.
they could see the signature, and she used to have people all the time just like draw dicks or like ask for her number on the thing, and she'd be like, "I can't accept that," and then just put it back, and they'd be like, "Oh shit, you can see it."
I didn't know that.
The guy, she was like, "Yeah, this one guy I had just drew a dick on it," and I was like, "I can't accept that," and put it back, and he was just like, "Oh my god, you can see them? I've been doing that everywhere."
I didn't even know. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I guess in certain places you can see them.
Wow.
I'm sure
So, like-
everywhere that you sign, you could probably see it
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
It's
So-
just a
but
matter
some-
if they care or not.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
are like, I don't get paid enough. All right, whatever.
Yeah, I
Next.
definitely don't get paid enough. Half the time at my shop, I hand people pens that don't work, and they just
start
like
signing.
scribble, and they're just like, "This doesn't work." I was like, "I don't care."
I put
And
some
take-
real bad signatures into those things. Just suck
Yeah,
it.
no, those
Doesn't even connect. Like the D looks like a C.
yeah,
The C looks like a I
an
don't know.
O.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, fuck it.
a G
a
probably looks
smiley
like
face.
a G in there.
I don't know. My signature probably looked like a dick a couple times. Honestly, that's my signature. I don't know what you want from me.
I too drew that with my dick. I mean, what? You guys don't do that? Oh, never
You
mind.
just put your dick out on the counter.
What?
What if that's just
Dude,
your
you
signature?
sound
It
insane.
just looks like a dick.
What?
Or what if your signature actually just looks like a dick? Pretty pretty good.
I feel like anyone could work that in.
You're at a
If
pretty
you-
good start. You already got the B. You got the balls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I do. Yeah.
Honestly, imagine your last
I
name.
get. I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
What if like that is part of your signature? Like my last, like let's say like my last name's Dick, and I like draw, and like some people draw like smiley faces and stuff. Like at the end, like what if I drew a dick? Like, what's wrong with that?
It's obscene.
Is it though? I mean, there's a
That's
country that's one of the happiest countries that literally
Well, you don't-
their
you
entire
only-
country culture is based on dicks.
You're not allowed to
No
draw the
joke.
balls. Just the dick.
What country is this?
I don't know, some country in Asia.
Their entire
Yeah.
culture is just dicks.
Yeah. Like they just have like statues of monuments of dicks everywhere.
You sure about that?
No, I'm sure about that. I saw a YouTube video on it, and the guy visited.
I
It was
feel like
I saw
I
a
can't-
YouTube video. On it.
no. It was like one of those like well-known like traveling like.
Was everything blurred out?
No, not at all. 'Cause it's culture.
Yeah, that's. We're gonna have to look into this.
It's a real
that I
thing.
want to fact check.
You ever hear of Yes Theory?
Dick Island.
No.
You never heard of it? There's a real podcast or not a real YouTube channel. They literally do traveling called Yes Theory.
Oh wait, yes, I do. Peter was the one
Yep,
that showed
he's
me
obsessed
that.
with them.
Yeah, he loves
they
them.
literally did an episode where they went to that country, and it's literally all dicks. Yeah.
No women.
No, there was
Perfect country.
No, there was women there. Just literally statues
Just-
and monuments of
Just
dicks.
lady boys.
Just lady boys. Shout out Thailand. We have some listeners in Thailand. I think we get some people out there.
If you're a lady boy, when you listen to this, I don't know.
Shout out Singapore.
Shout out Singapore.
Yeah.
Singapore is not in Thailand.
Yeah, I know, but that's
Oh,
what-
okay.
I'm just saying.
I was
We
just-
get
yeah.
more listeners in Singapore.
That's true.
So,
That's true. I was just gonna say though, we don't have a
yeah, I know. There's
Yeah.
no Singapore in Thailand.
in Thailand.
No, I get
Singapore is Singapore.
It. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I got it.
Talk of the week.
Shit.
Yeah. Anybody? Anybody got anybody? Shout out to Lil Habibi. You can be talking of the week. You put
Yeah.
out these videos still every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
You listen. You somehow have to listen to us and do whatever we say whenever you're trying to pay attention and not pay attention to us at the same time.
Yeah,
No.
I feel bad too because half the time I'm just like, yo, he'll put in a picture of this like here, and then I forget to send him the picture like of that,
Oh.
the little toy. And
Yeah.
I said last week, like, oh, I'll take a picture and send it to him. And then he was editing it, and he's like, "Yo, do you have a picture of the thing?" I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, if the video quality looks bad, we're using a different camera. So
Yeah,
if you
we're
want to try
trying
to
a different camera.
enhance, just keep it in the enhance button. Because, all those
In the
video guys got one of those.
in the downtown area.
When you're like,
enhance
you
that.
say,
It just-
enhance.
in the
you just hit
area
that,
down
that
there.
one button that just says enhance.
Enhance.
I'm
And
pretty-
then enhance again.
and
whole
keep
thing.
keep enhancing until it looks handsome.
Sure.
He's going to put something real inconsiderate in that spot of that sword, too.
Yeah, make
Yeah.
the sword something
Just
cool.
right in your face.
It's gonna be the Moby Huge.
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna put the Moby Huge.
Oh man, that'd be sick.
That'd be kind of funny.
It'd be kind of.
Could you just imagine we could get it? It just goes back and forth.
I'm not having that in my apartment.
Tim would have to lug it back.
I thought
back
it was
to his
America.
back to his trunk every time.
No, it'd stay in my room. then.
Walking on your block, just hung over his shoulder.
My mom would be like, "So Tim, what is going on up in your room? Like you're at work, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm at work." They're like, "What is what do I
What's
keep hearing?"
rustling around?
Oh, that's just Moby Huge. What?
Your mom would kill you.
She would find that funny.
Your mom would kill you.
She would find that funny.
No, she would.
She would find that hilarious more so than the other thing.
That. What other thing?
That smelly smell, that thingy thingy.
Why does it smell?
It doesn't smell. I was quoting SpongeBob, where he's like, "What's that smell? That smelly smell." Yeah, no. Yeah,
I
I'm
hope
talking.
it doesn't smell.
I'm talking about the pocket pussy way back when, the flashlight.
I was
It
gonna
was on
say
the
it's
show.
literally on the page. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way that
Yeah.
like it's seen. It's been seen.
Yeah, it was on my brother's
We
episode.
did an opening of it.
Well, I don't think we posted that on there.
No, we never posted it.
The opening, the
No.
unboxing.
Nope.
No.
No way. We never.
We just did a
posted it.
promo where we cut it out midway.
Oh.
I think we said tune into the episode to find out what it was.
Yeah.
Oh. Whatever.
Yeah.
What the fuck ever.
Yeah. But you could hear it on that episode. I don't know what number it is, but you can go find it. It's there.
It's on all of them. You just gotta find it.
You gotta scroll. All right.
The bussy.
Let. All right. Let's get into the actual topic. I was trying to figure out a segue. It didn't work out for me.
Speaking of watching great things,
Sure.
better.
It was
That was
a reach like Odell.
That's all right. Hey, he caught it. He got a touchdown, right? Anyway,
I guess.
So, B, I'll let you do the introduction for this.
You know,
All right, I guess fuck me, right? Let's put some fucking energy into this shit. So last week we were talking about movies and how trash some of them are that have come out, and then I said what are like everyone's top 3 favorite movies. Now these two are much bigger movie buffs than I am. I don't watch that many movies. I tend to rewatch the ones that I love,
You hear
which is
that?
a terrible way to find new movies.
Hey, Dan, you hear that? He said we're buff. He said we look good.
Big strong man,
Big strong man
so strong. They lift things up and put them down
with the remote.
with the remote.
My thumbs look crazy hitting that volume button.
Just 6-pack on the thumb.
Yeah.
Just a 6-pack of muscle.
Going up and down on the volume button.
Yeah.
When the movie surprisingly gets way too loud for no reason. It's the worst.
You know, so me and Dan, we're big with movies. I like to think we're top tier movie lovers.
I love movies.
Yeah, they do love movies.
like
Way more
what?
than I do.
When I was trying to make
Like-
a list and be like, let's see my favorites, I was like, oh, I like that movie. I like that movie too. So my list is more just movies I like.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
In no particular
originally-
order of favoritism, I can't do it. I
Yeah.
tried. It's not gonna happen.
Like,
Yeah, I originally said top 3 last week, and then today Dan is like, dude, there's so many fucking movies. I was like, you want to do 5? And Tim liked it, but I know Dan's list could have been like 40, easy.
yeah,
Like, off the top.
we
of
could
his
have
head.
we could have a whole episode just on Dan. To be
Yeah.
honest. Watch this. Like I know.
movies I like. I like that movie too.
Like watch. Like ask me about any movie and I'll tell you about it.
That's literally Dan. He's like, it's like
you
that
pulling the
episode
ringer
of,
right now?
I was.
It's about any movie.
Jaws. That's a great movie.
Oh, I thought you were
But The Ringer, also a great movie.
It's
When
like
the
great.
fuck did we get ice cream? You know that
Yeah.
that line was improv?
Yeah.
And how the scene didn't lose it on it? I have no idea.
I like the scene where the one guy goes, "Wait a second, we went to school together." You're this guy, and he's like, "No, no, no," and then he's about to throw the jar of pickles onto the ground. He has a tantrum attack in the parking lot.
I'm so glad that movie was made, but it would never be remade today.
No, I wouldn't want
I've
it.
never
to.
seen it.
Ah,
It's a great
so
movie.
great.
See.
If you want a movie to sit down and just like a dumb movie, throw on.
Johnny Knoxville's in it. He's the star of the show in that.
Oh,
Come
that's
on.
all you got to tell me.
And
in.
he's a regular person that take part in the
Special Olympics.
Tries to ring it.
He
but
tries
there-
to ring
but
the Special Olympics.
He's the ringer, but there's one of them that's
It's
like there's
actually
one Special
very
Olympic
good.
dude that's like
A beast.
yeah,
yeah.
that wins like all the events. And
Yeah.
it's like I have
Fire.
to face him.
Yeah. It's great.
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm down. I'll watch.
All right. So any of you?
Let's start it off. Tim, start off.
So all right.
No particular order of any favorites.
No.
I have 5, and I've probably only seen like 5 movies in my entire life. But
So the one I had the most, well, so my list is a little cheap, but I put "I Love You, Man"
Oh, it's a great movie.
with Paul Rudd and Jay.
Slap at the best.
Slap at the Best, man. That's like one of my movies. Like when I watch it, I just smile. It just makes me happy.
you know, the first time I saw that movie was that time in PA
Was it really?
at 4 in the morning with you guys.
Yeah,
was
We're
the
cracking
first
up.
so
Yeah, no,
great.
because I passed out upstairs like hours beforehand, and I already slept for like 3 hours, and then they all come upstairs yelling and shit. So I woke up, and then Tim was like, "Oh, put on," or Mello maybe was like, "Put
What
on, I
movie?
Love You, Man." Yeah,
Yeah.
And they all passed out. That was the first time I ever saw that movie.
Great movie.
That was a good
So
movie.
good.
So good.
I enjoyed it. That was the first time I ever watched it, though. I'd never seen it before in my life.
Rush is the greatest band of all time. Yeah, how about the greatest band of all time? Wait, what? I just said that.
It was a good movie.
It's
When
just,
what's his name was on like a real run, Jason Segel.
yeah.
He was on like a real run there where he was just putting out like that's when he put out like I Love You, Sarah Marshall too.
Yep, that
So
was
right
my
around
other
the
one.
same time.
That was
saw
my
that.
other one. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Fantastic movie.
Never saw that one.
Absolutely great movie. The best thing about that was like, especially like one of the things that made that movie even better for me was not really better, but just the experience. I was on one of the flights heading back home, and we were a little bit on like the runway, and I
When
was
he whips his dick out and just shoves it on the middle of the plane. You're
No.
sitting there like,
not even that scene.
I have a
It's-
surprise for you. And
I'm
he's
not
just,
gonna lie, that's the fucking
That
worst
was-
shit to happen ever.
Yeah.
I swear to God. And anyone that watches anime also has this fucking feeling. Like the anime could do nothing about like being weird or like perverted or anything, but the one time somebody walks into the room, it's just like titties in someone's
Yes.
face every time you're watching a fucking anime. The whole thing could be about like fighting demons, and it could be badass and shit.
Oh, what are you watching?
wait,
like, oh,
what
this.
we
And then
yeah.
it's just a scene. You're like,
No, that's hentai you're talking about.
No,
there.
see, that's the problem. It's like everyone walks in during the hentai part. It's just like that's not what I was going for.
No, I was gonna say.
and now you're both bricked up in the room.
Yeah,
It's
right?
weird.
and then they sit next to you, and it's like, all right, we're going through this right now.
Next thing you know, the tentacle dildo comes out,
Yeah,
and the boys are buzzing.
and it goes ooh, whatever.
Anyway,
No, I was gonna say, and I was on a plane, and we were like on the runway just waiting to leave, and the sex scene came up in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and sure enough, there was a nun sitting next to me, but I totally forgot there was a sex scene. So I look over and I awkwardly at the nun, and the nun just like she was not from our country. She was from somewhere like South America or Central America because she couldn't speak English.
Right.
But I just remember I like looked over and she just smiled. Like she was like I caught her staring at the screen and I was like, oh, this is really weird. This is awkward.
she prayed for you.
She was older too. So like
She prayed
it was
for
like,
you.
oh man. I
So
was
this son of a bitch put on a fucking.
yeah. I
fuck
was
is
like,
watching
oh,
next to me?
this is not
It's gonna
good.
make me go to hell too.
I was like, this is not a good look. And then I was like, oh man, I'm on a flight. And I'm like, and I'm sitting next to someone very holy. I was like, this is either really good or this is really bad for me.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's fucked.
Did you finish watching the movie next door?
I did, and then the
Now, let me-
the
let
flight
me
got
lay a
the flight
premise
got
for you.
delayed.
At one point in this movie, also, Jason comes out in a robe.
That's
and
the-
opens it. He goes, "I got a surprise."
You
for
actually see his
and
dick.
He slings his dick back and forth, like
They put this in
wiggling.
theaters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
How'd they get away with that?
It was
do you
fucking.
mean?
He watched it on a plane next to a nun.
No, I know, but I'm saying like.
What do you mean? It's just they show boobs, they show tits. On them.
You think the theater's worse? It's rated R. At least you have to show an ID to watch it.
Yeah,
Wait, you think that was bad? You watched that shit next to a nut.
yeah. I don't know. I didn't even know if she noticed that part, but because like it's so at the beginning. But yeah, I just remember the sex scene. I was like, I was like, this is an awkward like 3 minutes.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah. Some.
Okay,
Alright.
solid choice. I kind of want to watch this movie now
But,
because now
no.
I'm gonna watch it and get up to this specific scene and be like, "Yo, Tim sat
What?
next
You're
to
gonna get
a
off to
nut."
that scene? Oh, wait, my bad. You
I
said get up. Get up.
to, yeah.
Right, get
Something
up
else
to.
is gonna be up during that
Gotcha,
scene.
gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. Any of you guys like to go?
Go ahead, Dan. Fucking connoisseur.
The normal. Well, this is a real cliche normal one, but I put Superbad on my list because it's just a classic. And who doesn't love Superbad? For
That
a while,
is-
that was my like drunk movie. When I got home, I'd throw on Superbad.
And that was Big
Whenever I
Hero
on.
6 for those that don't know.
That's me and Tim.
Gang, gang.
I run with Tim.
See, I didn't put that on my list just because everyone already knows that. So I was like, I'm not putting that
But
on.
for a while, it was like Superbad. I seen Superbad, I just throw it on. It's like that's a very rewatchable movie.
People quote that movie that haven't even seen that movie.
Yeah.
It's like one of those just there's so many iconic scenes in it that are just
McLovin.
yeah, like the
I
McLovin.
am
yeah.
McLovin.
Yeah.
People like there's so many McLovin's still a thing now. You see a tall, skinny dude with glasses. That's McLovin.
That's McLovin.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
iconic.
Or just
It was
a skinny
either that
dude
or
with-
Muhammad. Why the fuck would it be between that and Muhammad? Muhammad's the most commonly used name in the world. Read a fucking book.
Why would you choose McLovin? And why are you in Hawaii? How are you? Why are you 30? What is he? 35? It's like some ridiculous age. He's
Yeah.
like, why didn't you just do 21? He's like, well, come on. How many 21-year-olds are in this area? It's like, well, how many 35-year-olds are named McLovin? Like, oh look, it says you're. What is he? An organ donor? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
look, you're an organ donor. Like what?
That kind of like real tough on that kid though, because like everything he's in, everyone's like, "Oh look, it's fucking McLovin." He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I did other shit. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but like,
McLovin.
I mean, even Jonah Hill is like, yo, to this day, people still quote Superbad, and it's just like, yo, I've been in so many other movies. Like,
yeah, but that's like what really like got his. I feel like got his career going.
yeah, but I feel like it's the same thing for like people like Mark Hamill, the guy who played Luke Skywalker. Like he
Yeah,
did.
always
What
Luke
else did he
Skywalker.
do?
I-
You know?
yeah.
Luke Skywalker.
He's always Luke Skywalker.
He's always Luke Skywalker. I
Yeah.
feel like that's why he low key went into voice acting. Like you know the Batman
Joker,
animated
yeah.
show
Mhm.
from like when we were kids. He was the Joker in that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
No, I
I feel
mean,
like he just
You
couldn't
play a
land
role
other
so well
roles.
that you get stuck. You're like, son
Yeah.
of a bitch.
I feel like that's a problem, you know. And out of that movie, I mean, who else blew up besides Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
What was her name?
Carrie Fisher.
Yeah,
What else was she in?
Carrie Fisher. I feel like was in a lot of stuff.
Carrie Fisher's pretty popular. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Was
can't
she?
name
I
can't
couldn't
name
tell
one,
you
but-
another movie series or anything else she was in besides Star Wars.
Nah, she definitely was in a couple other stuff.
Yeah.
I can't think of it on top of my head, but yeah.
Oh, big movie buffs. Anyway.
I guarantee if I look at this, I'm like, oh yeah, right, she was in that.
Oh,
one.
yeah, she was in that, yeah.
I've seen that. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I can't think of it on top of my head right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, her too. See.
James Earl Jones.
I feel like she had a career before Star Wars.
James
though.
Earl Jones.
That was Darth Vader, yeah, but he was in. Yeah, that was he's the goat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm also gonna go with another fucking cliche one. Inglorious Bastards, definitely.
Arrivederci.
Yeah,
I was gonna throw that on my list, but I figured one of you was gonna say it.
yeah. I mean, for those that know me, I quote Inglorious Bastards all the fucking time, like all the time. We're doing one thing and one thing only: killing Nazis.
I have not seen that movie in a hot minute, to be honest.
Bro, it's so good. Anytime
It's
I
just
see,
it's like such a long movie, but like you watch it and you're like, oh, it's good, and then like, holy shit, this is fucking long.
yeah,
But each one is like, it feels like I feel like there's parts of it where it's like, this is a different movie. Oh,
Yeah,
no, it's not. No, it's not.
I feel like that's what makes it so
Watchable.
digestible is the fact that it's 3 different stories and at
Yeah,
the end
somehow
they
it
come
ties in.
together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
It
if it was
is.
just one long movie with the same characters, I feel like it would start to drag. But considering about like half hour in, they stop
Switch it.
focusing on Brad Pitt and they focus on the girl. And
Yeah.
then that goes until
And then
they
they
meet.
switch it up
And then
again.
they switch it back to Brad Pitt for a little bit, and then they meet in the middle, and then the last final scene is so fucking ridiculous
It
and
is.
off the wall.
Yeah.
Where they're shooting everyone in the movie theater.
What?
And they,
Spoiler.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I know.
If you haven't
really?
seen it by now.
It's been out for
really?
a while. I
yeah,
know.
go
I know.
fucking see it. They kill Hitler. Yeah.
Wait a second. Hitler dies?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, it was just so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those movies that I quote all, and it's like darkly funny. Like, especially that scene when they're in the bar and
Yeah.
he puts up the wrong 3. And he's just like, oh, well, I have a pistol pointed at your nuts. He's like, I've had a pistol pointed at your nuts since we sat down. And then they get up and start shooting each other, and everyone gets shot in the dick. Literally
Like,
everyone.
well,
Everyone gets shot in the dick.
You know, it's really been a hot minute since I seen that. But you know, when you said it's split up in 3 movies, I think that's like why I was very like a little like the first time I watched it, I was like thrown off by that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like I feel
it
like
takes you a moment to realize
Yeah.
the first scene when he's like checking for the girl that the blonde girl's the one
Yeah.
that owns the theater.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
Comes
And, yeah, because
full
it's years
circle.
later. But it doesn't even say, like, you know, it doesn't even connect that. Like, you connect that later. Like, it
Yeah.
goes
Mm-hmm.
back through flashbacks of the girl that runs away in the beginning is the girl that owns the theater now.
Yep. That's that.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember.
And then at the end, they're all still alive somehow. You know what I mean? Like, they all just walk away. And it doesn't make sense because the whole thing blows up. Like, and they're just like, all right, we got him.
But great movie.
Great fucking movie. Inglorious Bastards is definitely on there for the Jew Bear. Oh, we're gonna make me introduce you to the Jew Bear? All right, come on out.
It's huge. Wasn't he like the big guy?
No, that was a joke. He's like 5'5".
Oh,
like he's
was-
tiny.
wasn't there-
I mean, he's
wasn't-
just hairy.
Yeah, he's just hairy. And he has a
Wasn't-
baseball bat.
I thought there was one guy that was like one character that was just a really big guy. No? Oh, I don't
No.
know. That's how
that was another joke.
Okay.
Like they build up him coming out of the tunnel, and he's just like hitting the bat against the wall, and you hear it echoing, and you're expecting this big dude to come out. Dude's like 5'5". Like he's a
He
tiny
was a
guy.
little bulky, but
Yeah, he was bulky, but he was
Yeah.
just a little dude, and he just walks out, you know,
With the bat.
with a
Smashing
bat,
skulls.
and he smashes his skull in. Like it's like darkly comedic, you know. And then of course the whole I speak the most Italian with his heavy ass Midwestern
Yeah.
accent. He's like, what? Che cosa? And he say Gorlami, you know, it's just fucking classic.
All right, we're gonna skip me because I already did two.
Basic bitch ass answer, but yeah.
All right. You want one that's a real deep cut? Great movie. Everybody should go watch it. Is The Jerk with Steve Martin. One of his like, it's an older movie
Okay.
where I don't know. He's kind of like not a little narcissistic dude that comes up with an invention, gets a little money, it's a bit of a dick, that he loses all his money. I don't know.
I
It's Steve Martin like classic movie, but
Wait, is
Pure
that the
comedy.
one? Is that the one where he wins? Where he has like that thing where he has to spend like X amount of money to get another amount? No, different movie. Okay.
Nah, he comes up with like an invention that like you could take your glasses off from the nose or whatever. He's like, oh, and then everybody sues him because they go cross-eyed.
Oh.
But also like he grows up and like he's born into like a black family, and he's the only white guy.
Okay, I'm in. I'm actually in. I kind of want to watch it.
Very good movie.
I kind of want to watch
I
it.
actually I seen that like
It's very nostalgic because my dad loves it and he has it saved on DVR, so he always watches it.
Okay.
I'm like, fucking, I'm in.
you know what it
It's
is?
a must watch each time.
It's like one of those like especially like the like movies that are like from like the 80s and like sometimes 90s or even 70s for that matter. It's like if I wasn't introduced to the movie, I just always look past it.
Yeah.
You know, like
A
you know,
lot
like,
of-
oh yeah, like
a lot of the older ones. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
But like
it is
I
what it is.
like the ones I've seen from that like those times I'm like, oh yeah, those are great. Like those are great movies, you know. Especially like back then, like movies in the 70s and 80s, like they were still like figuring out like how to really do movies.
And a lot of them, they didn't give a fuck. They'd
No,
say whatever
they-
they do or whatever they make,
like,
whatever jokes they
They didn't
wanted.
even have a great ending. Like
There wasn't
it's
like
just
a
what
real,
ended.
there wasn't
Yeah.
a real line there. They're like, you know what? We're just gonna test the waters, see where we can go.
Yeah.
And sometimes you watch it like, ooh, that didn't time.
That was yeah.
Perfect example, actually. I don't want to cut anyone off, but this was a runner up for me. I had this as runner ups under my top 5. But the Warriors. Now,
Warriors come out and play.
exactly. I fucking love the Warriors movie.
Take it.
I love it so fucking much. It is a terrible movie.
I was gonna say.
like
I love the Warriors.
structurally, it is such a. It makes
No
no
sense.
fucking sense. None whatsoever. Especially at the ending.
But like
where-
the movie's so good. If I watch it now, I'm like, I fucking love
I
this
like-
Yeah,
movie.
but like even the acting is bad.
Yeah,
like
no.
everything
fighting's
about
not
it.
good.
The fighting is super bad. Like you could tell like how they're like completely missing. Like
Yeah.
it's and like even for the time, like they made the movie very very cheaply. Like they did like no name actors when they did it.
Yeah.
and there were so many scenes that were just absolutely ridiculous. But I love the movie for just the fact of how fucking ridiculous it is. Like the whole
How New York is painted and all that.
yeah no it's
Their
fucking,
whole goal, we gotta get back to Coney
we gotta
Island.
get back to Coney Island, and then the very ending, right?
The longest fucking trip to Coney Island of all time.
That's it, yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
It's so dumb.
It just carries on. He
For
just
so
carries
fucking
on.
long when he does that scene with the Coke bottles. And there's such a big buildup to the fucking ending of that goddamn movie. And then when he's just like, why'd you do it? Why'd you smoke Cyrus? He goes, meh. Like, no explanation. He's just like, meh. It's just, whatever.
I didn't want everyone to be happy. I'm like,
His literal
Everybody kill 'em,
explanation.
and then they turn around and like, all right,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah.
Later, we'll all go home.
Yep.
sorry about
He
this,
ju-
guys.
The Warriors just tore up all of New York.
Sorry
And
about
then-
this, guys.
and then
Sorry about this, Warriors. We're
Somehow,
cool.
the biggest gang in New York at the time, the Rooks, just knew they were at Coney Island Beach somehow. They just knew to show up
Well,
at the beach.
I think Coney Island was like the Warriors.
That
that
was
was their hometown. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. They knew where they were going.
Yeah,
but how
they
the
get
fuck
back
they
there.
know they were going to the beach? You know how big Coney Island is? It's fucking huge.
Maybe they hung out over there.
That's where they come out and play.
And
Duh.
they just like,
I'm pretty sure you gotta listen to that scene.
bro, 50
He
people
told them to
deep.
come out and play.
No, I'm talking about at the end when the other gang comes in
Yeah, I
to
know.
find them.
Yeah,
They're playing.
There's 50 of them deep, and they're just there, just like Rooks, and they're all just like standing there. It's just like we heard everything. It's like
Motherfuckers.
you couldn't stop like fucking like before he pulled out the gun. Like we're just what are we doing? But it's such a good movie. Just like turn your brain off and just like
That's a good like Saturday afternoon movie. Where
it's
you're
a
just
good-
laying around and
Yeah.
like it's like a rainy day and it like you see it, you're like, ah, fuck it, I'll throw it on. If I
Yeah,
take a nap,
yeah.
I take a nap.
Yeah, it's a good The Boys movie. You know what I mean? Especially that other scene where not Ajax but the other one, the dude that ends up being the leader after their leader gets killed like 5 minutes into the fucking movie, when they're running around in the trains with the girl, and the girl is just like, "Oh, take me here," and he's just like, "Yo, we're in the middle of the fucking New York City subway, and you're trying to fuck right now. We have half the whole city trying to kill us, and you're over here trying to fuck in the subway. What are we talking about?"
Warriors come out and play.
It's such a ridiculous movie, but I highly recommend. I love it so
gotta
much.
watch it.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. I mean that intro scene when all the gangs are coming out of the train to go to Central Park. That scene's iconic. Not,
Yeah, no,
not
I was-
Central Park.
I like that.
In the Bronx.
Yeah.
When they're going to that one park and
Yep.
they show all the gangs coming out, that scene is iconic.
Yep.
But yeah, it's it's such a ridiculous movie.
Still, I mean, they still use the sound quote with a "Can you dig it?"
Yeah.
They did that in a lot of things actually.
Yeah. I think it was in an Adam Sandler movie too. I forget which one, but I know he says it.
A lot of
wanna
DJs
say-
use it to drop.
Yeah.
too.
I want to say Click. I think it was in Click where he says, or no, what was the one with the dreams? The Adam
yep.
Sandler movie with the two kids.
Oh,
And, he's-
was it Daydream? No.
You guys know the movie?
I
know
literally
you're
said
talking
I
about with
literally
the
said the
gumballs.
movie earlier
the
today.
gumballs. Yeah, the gumballs start raining on his truck.
Yeah.
And he saves the fake Paris Hilton.
It's something Dream.
Nah,
Fuck.
It
I
is
forgot the
something
name of
Dream.
it. It is
I think isn't that called Daydream? No.
I don't. No, that doesn't sound right.
I don't know.
I can.
Story
check.
time.
Story,
Bedtime stories.
Bedtime stories.
Bedtime stories.
There
That's
you
the
go.
name of the movie.
context clues. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Bedtime stories. He says it in that movie.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. He does. And then they're in the gladiator scene.
Yes.
Yep.
During the gladiator scene.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, totally iconic movie. Super trash movie. It's so bad from every standpoint. From the writing, the acting, the fighting. It's all bad.
Low
but
budget
it's
But
film.
like,
also, I feel like that's more of an like if you've seen it, you're gonna think it's good. If you haven't seen it, I don't know if you
yeah,
like it now.
me describing it is not making you want to see it, but I'm telling you, it's so good. Like,
Yeah. No, I was gonna say. So this is where I kind of like my little loophole because it was like really hard for me to decide. I just said like I would say like majority, if not all, of like Adam Sandler movies. They're just all very iconic.
A lot of like it's almost like the
The
same.
later
He
one,
almost plays like
yeah.
the same character.
Yeah, but
just
it works.
Slightly different story.
But it works.
I'm always the way I view Adam Sandler movies is his last like great comedy was Grown Ups. Everything after that was terrible.
Didn't
Bro,
you
all
say
this
the murder
Netflix
mystery ones
shit.
were good?
The what?
Didn't you say murder mysteries like the ones
That wasn't me.
Oh,
Murder
no?
mysteries are not that good.
I
Oh,
someone
like
was-
the Netflix ones that he's been dropping or not?
Yeah,
Bad.
you see that?
Oh,
So
the
I-
one where he was a secret agent with Jennifer Aniston. I think that shit was
That,
garbage.
is that murder mystery one? No, they just
The-
do that many movies.
yeah.
I mean, because the thing is, like, I was under
Like
the.
Hubie Halloween, not good.
See, I said that, and someone's like, and I like people like they're like, really, like that was such a great movie. So like, I don't remember who.
No,
But-
someone's a big Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
buff.
I
This
just.
is the- I don't know. It
I don't know,
said
but-
someone like Hubie Halloween, and I said that's not a good movie.
But I
Oh,
mean,
I
like,
haven't
I
seen
just
that.
was like I was
Yeah,
like,
you don't gotta.
I was like talking when like the episode, like I was talking the movies with my brother, and he's like, oh yeah, Adam Sandler, like because we were watching The Waterboy today,
See, that's a great one.
like, and
H2O.
Gatorade.
we could be like Jagger Woody's and his daddy.
I like her. She showed me her boobies.
So I think something's wrong with his medulla oblongata. Captain Insano shows no mercy. I could just quote that.
yeah. See, like,
But like
I
Mr. D,
said,
like Mr.
He's very-
D,
he's
yeah,
very
that's a
quotable.
good one.
like I mean obviously like his 90s and like early 2000s, like those are like iconic.
Iconic,
You're
yeah.
right. But like
Get
I
in
mean,
the Flash, you know, like, you know.
Adrian, get in the flash.
Flash.
Get in
Yeah, he went on a run where like he dropped like a lot of movies where he's like a real similar character, but it's like
It worked.
it worked. But it
Besides,
was like different enough that it worked, and it was like, you know what?
Right.
Fucking count it.
But I'm saying for his comedies, the last good one was Grown Ups. That I'll
Yeah.
always stand on that hill. Everything after that was just so trash. Like, what was that one where he played himself and the twin sister?
Oh no, we don't talk about Jack and Jill.
Jack
That
and
is-
Jill.
Yeah.
we don't talk about
That's
that
what it
one.
was called.
We
That
don't.
was
we,
so
That
bad.
was rough.
we don't talk about that. I'm just very surprised Al Pacino was actually in that movie though.
He owed him a favor.
He definitely did.
He owed Adam Sandler a favor.
Was that really it?
I don't know.
It had to
It
be.
sounds like it.
Fucking
You know.
Adam Sandler's making $1 billion movies. Just fucking yeah, I'll be in your movie. I don't
Yeah,
give a
fuck it. I mean, he was older now. You know, he
Yeah.
already played iconic ass roles.
Fuck
What does
it.
he give a
That-
shit?
Though the Al Pacino scene in that one, fucking hilarious. The Dunkin' commercial that he made.
Yeah.
Dunkin' Chinos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never again. We're not talking about this again. Okay. All right.
But you know what? I did like Uncut Gems, but that wasn't a comedy.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like, so, like I don't know. It was kind of good. I mean,
That I feel like that was his biggest departure from anything he's ever played.
Yeah.
Was Uncut
I mean,
a little
Click.
more-
Click was like pretty.
Well,
Yeah,
Click
but
started
Click
off
was
like
like-
comedy, and
It's-
then
yeah.
it got real dark.
Yeah, it
and
got real
sad.
sad.
sad at the end. But like,
I have not seen Uncut Gem to be honest.
oh, okay. But yeah,
It's like
it's-
a,
But
it's
my
like a
brother-
full-
my brother
it's a
was like
full-on,
a-
like it's just a drama movie.
Yeah.
yeah. It's just about a gambling addict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That
he
makes
plays
you
it really,
makes you
really
real.
well.
If you really want to never gamble again, go watch that movie. You'll be like,
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh,
good.
that
I'm
ending
good.
got me. That I watched it with Sanitation Pradesh, and I was bro. That movie pissed me the fuck off at the ending.
Just stop gambling, dude.
Oh my god, it got me so mad. I was furious by the end of that movie. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, it was right there.
I mean, speaking of I like The Gambler with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
That one, fantastic movie. Great movie.
I've never seen that.
So it's a similar premise to like 21,
But
where it's
better.
like-
I love
except
21.
except it's like the teacher. That's fucking.
Yeah, but it was sick.
21's in my top 5. My top 10, not my... but
Yeah.
It was number 6, actually, in my list of movies.
That wasn't on my list, but just like when you started talking about Gambler, I was like, I enjoyed.
love 21.
You would really enjoy Gambler with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah?
Great movie.
Okay. Is he a Boston cop?
No,
Then I don't want to watch it.
he's not a Boston cop. No.
It's the only way I want to watch it. Unless he's talking to a stuffed teddy bear or he's a Boston cop. I don't want to watch it.
Speaking of that, Four Brothers.
Oh, fucking classic.
That wasn't on my list, but
It's one of those things. The movie comes back to you like,
Yeah.
So,
It's like a
Four
web.
Brothers is
It's like a
classic.
chain. It's like a chain. It's like, oh yeah, I like that. I like that one. I like. Oh yeah. That's
Detroit
cop?
PD, everybody get their fucking hands up. Y'all honkies ain't cops. Yeah, you right, motherfucker.
I feel like Pissar has to watch that movie like once a week.
I love that movie. It's
the
so
fight
good.
scene on the pond.
Oh
Great.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the shootout at the house, fucking amazing.
Oh yeah. He fucking threw a snowball at me.
Shout out to washing machines. Right, Tim?
Yes. Anyway, I'll let you take the next one.
I'm gonna throw a little stranger movie, but everybody loves this movie. If you haven't, you gotta go watch it. Borat, the OG
Very
one.
nice. That's a good
The old
one.
one.
Very nice.
Because I don't know, it's just it's a dumb movie. I feel like you have to watch.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, just go watch it.
Yeah.
I have a chair. King of the Castle.
My wife.
And it's very much one of those movies that's like,
You can't believe he pulled it off.
yeah, because they
He was the first
really
to ever.
dumb.
He was the first to ever do it.
Yeah, like all these like YouTube prank channels, like he did it with a budget and a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you really
Someone
went in.
actually signed off.
Like
to
he
get a
did. Well, I
movie.
mean, he did Ali G before that, which was a little crazy too.
Nah.
But that was I feel like Ali G was like proof of concept. Like, yo, this will
Just
work.
like, let's go push it in America.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like he did Ali G and he like presented that to like
Yeah.
you know, the producers
Yeah.
and stuff and be like, I'm getting hits. Like
Watch.
this will work.
This is it.
Just give me the money, and he got it. You know,
I don't
because
even think the budget for that was that much.
I mean, let's be fair here. There's no story in Borat.
Just fucking
It's just
roaming around America, fucking with people.
It's similar to Jackass. Like, there's no story in Jackass. It's
He just wants to marry Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, she has this thing here. We gotta just go and
Exactly.
Yeah.
stop along the way.
I'm going to America.
This is
This
my
is
wife.
my sister.
Not.
She is prostitute in all of Kazakhstan.
That's a real core memory for me too, because I remember whenever it came out, I don't know, it was fucking 10, 12
have
years
no
old, something
idea.
like that.
Yeah,
I was-
yeah, I was
But
really young.
I was in my living room.
I should not have been
and-
watching it.
Well, me and my family, we're all in our living room watching it.
Yeah.
Wasn't like I saw with friends. Nope.
No.
It's a family event. We watched that movie.
One of
And
the
then the
scenes.
scene when he fucking running around naked.
Naked, yep.
Was so
I was
funny. I was,
about
like,
to
I
say
don't know.
that.
I watched that one.
That scene. Well, every time I watch it, my jaw just drops. I'm like, I can't believe they actually did this.
No, I always remember.
I cannot. I can never believe that one.
I don't know why the one scene that always stuck out, and I still find it funny to this day, is when he goes to the zoologist and he goes, "What kind of guard dog is this?" And the guy goes, "That's a tortoise." The way he says it just gets me every fucking time.
His ability not to laugh at what he's doing.
Oh my
is
god, it's
impeccable.
insane! It's insane.
I give the people the credit that they never really broke out that
Well,
much.
they don't know what the fuck's going on. They're
I
not
know, but
serious.
that's the thing. But that's why it's like you like. I mean, sometimes
what
like
the
what
fuck
the
you
fuck?
talking about?
Yeah.
So like, what happens after? Like, does he have to say, "Hey, this is for a movie"?
Probably,
like,
yeah.
Oh no, there was a lot. They
That's
still
not
got
to sign a waiver.
Some of them,
Oh,
some of
okay,
them
yeah, I
actually,
figured.
some of them got sued. So like some people actually sued.
Or
him.
that's why,
Oh,
like,
really?
that's why some of the faces are blurred
That's
out.
why some of the faces are blurred out. That's what I figured. Like that person
They
didn't
didn't
want.
sign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
But
didn't
the name
want-
of that, they had to be stuff that just got cut entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You know, and it's
Probably
like,
like a,
He probably had like 5 hours worth of stuff, and then like
whatever they cut whatever
to
words.
2.
would-
Yeah.
all right.
And they probably had a security team for the fucking people that tried to hit him.
Yeah.
They had to have someone kind of close.
He winds up with. Doesn't he get a bear?
He does get a bear. Yeah. Yeah. When he's shopping for a guard dog, the first thing he asks is, "What kind of dog is this?" He goes,
Did
"That's
the-
a tortoise," and he ends up with the bear.
Doesn't he say he's like, does this eat Jews?
Yeah.
That's what he got.
Yeah, it's
Don't
I mean,
trick
really,
me, Gypsy.
even though
Don't
it's
trick
like-
me.
Check me, Gypsy.
Even though I was like, it's not really the time, but the second one he even pushed the limits and he went to all the
I
Trump
know.
rallies and all
Yeah,
that
yes.
shit, which is
He did-
hilarious.
literally did a whole song. I was like, wow.
We can't sing that song on here, but for those that know the song,
Holy crap, man. That's great.
for those that know the song, iconic.
So, no.
Go ahead.
No, you go. You go. You good.
Another one I had, my favorite horror movie of all time, which was The Shining. I definitely loved The Shining.
That's good.
It was really, that's another one that's like long, but it's also in the aspect of the way it's shot, and considering in the whole movie there's 4 characters in the whole fucking movie. But for the fact that it's 2.5 hours long and you're engaged throughout the whole fucking movie because it just gets wackier and wackier and wackier.
Yeah.
Great.
I've
And,
seen-
and then at the ending, you still don't know what happened.
No.
You still don't understand what happened. It's like there's still so many speculations and like what the movie actually represented. Like you can go down, like dive down rabbit holes and say that like, oh, The Shining was about Stanley Kubrick admitting that he faked the moon landing. Like there's
What?
yeah, no, you can look that up.
That's wild.
Go. You can watch the documentary Room 237 because that was the
Yeah, that was the room number.
That was the room the kid first walks into
Yes.
when he discovers he has the powers.
Yes.
And if you watch that documentary, it goes down crazy rabbit holes of like what he was trying to explain throughout the movie, and like the final conclusion was, yeah, this is Stanley Kubrick admitting that he faked the moon landing.
That's funny.
I was like, y'all need some space to clear, bro. A lot of it's ridiculous, and I'm just like, that's just coincidence.
People got a lot
But-
of time on their hands.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen the hotel.
Oh, the actual hotel.
One of the times I was in Colorado, yeah. I
Oh,
didn't go
okay.
It's
inside though.
Actually haunted.
You have to pay to like actually just enter the premises.
enter the
So like
premises,
if you're
yeah.
just driving like kind of like around the corner, if you drive slow enough, you can kind of like, oh, cool, that's the hotel.
See.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing is too though is if I mean obviously I think I would do that too if I owned the hotel, considering I don't want 90 million people in
Yeah,
my
of course.
hotel that just want to see it and aren't guests.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like unless
you
you
can-
show
you
me a
can stay there.
reservation. Yeah,
No, you
you
can.
stay there.
Yeah, yeah.
You could totally stay there. I think you can even stay in room 237.
Probably the most expensive room.
It probably is, but I think you can stay in it.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Do you guys want to do halftime and then we'll go back into the rest of the list?
Yeah, we can do that.
Sure.
Sure. All right, folks, talkers of all ages. This is the part of the show where we like to give an amazing shout out to some of our sponsors, because without these sponsors, guess what, talkers? After 159 episodes, we would still continue. Crazy. But we still appreciate them. Anyway, any of you fine gents, talkers, like to go and give a nice little shout out?
Sure. Shout out to Good Work From Home days, because this week I get to work from home on Monday and Friday. So
That's nice.
yeah, gang.
Must be
Gang,
fucking
gang.
nice.
That's
And
nice.
then next week I'll probably be working from home on Monday again too.
Oh, all
So
right.
gang. And I worked from home last Friday. So gang.
Oh, all right.
On a good streak here.
Must be nice.
Must be
Couple
cool.
good days.
Proud of you.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Happy for you.
I've been walking about 5 miles a day at the hospitals these days. I mean,
Sick.
still pretty good.
Good cardio.
Definitely getting cardio and but just walking so much. But it's cool.
Nice.
Different. Definitely that feel a little more rewarding at least. My shout out. So around this time of the season, your lips tend to get a little chapped. So I like to give a shout out to some nice chapstick.
Dan loves chapstick.
Trap shoots this game. Dries out your lips, so you have to keep buying more.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, think about it.
It definitely
You
felt
keep
better.
using it, right? No, it feels good. And then your lips still dry again.
It's the same thing with like dandruff shampoo.
Well, my lips are already like cracked. I haven't used I literally just used it for like the first time today because my lips were just getting so bad. So
get worse.
and they feel great
Fucking
now.
white people. Anyway, my sponsor goes out to people making fun of my laugh because it always sends me. Is that really what I sound like?
Then you try it.
People make fun of my laughs. Always send me. I love it. Like people do it to like my.
Like I'm
Yeah,
like
you
Jim.
get a
I'm
little
like I
high
feel like I'm like a Jim Carrey right
You
now.
drop a little high pitch in there.
Whenever people make fun of it, they do it to mock me. People do it all the time, but I just laugh harder because I think it's so fucking funny when people mock my laugh. There's no way that's what I sound like. I'm Eric Cartman.
Oh shit.
Making fun of my laugh always sends me.
Nice.
Good. Anyway, was that your sponsor?
Yeah, that was my actual
Oh, okay,
sponsor.
good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, like we said, shout out to those sponsors because without the sponsors, guess what? Yep, that show, this great podcast would still continue. And guess what? It is about to start right now. 3, 2, 1. Next segment.
It's the same segment.
Yeah, no,
We're
it's
just gonna
second
keep it
half.
going.
Halftime. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, sure.
Mm.
You want another movie? Great movie to watch if you really want to learn how to play the drums, and I mean, I guess like mentally want to play, but not really want the abuse.
Steppers.
Go watch Whiplash. If you don't want the abuse, but you want to like start tapping and like feel like you want to play the drums, watch that movie.
I didn't like Whiplash.
I love Whiplash.
I didn't like it.
Just
I thought
fucking
it was too
shredded.
I thought it was too like it was too much of a sports movie than a music movie.
Sport.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a sports movie.
I consider it a sports movie. I mean, the fact that
That's just
I mean, no, it was just,
ripping on jazz drums.
no, but it was more in the aspect of like there were so many like little things that they got wrong in the movie that made it seem like it was a sports movie. Like prime example, right? I always love to use this example with people. That one scene when he throws out the dude that was playing the trumpet because he was out of key, and he's like, "Okay, now you're first chair." That's not the purpose of like who's the better trumpet player to be first, second, or third chair. You take you take control of different parts of the harmony. That's the point of first, second, third chair. That's not like an aspect of, oh, you're the best one, so you're first. That's not how it works in an orchestra.
Right.
It's you're taking care of the top melody. You're taking care of the mid melody. You're taking care of the lows. It has nothing to do with who's better, who's worse.
Well, they also just want to emphasize on what a dickhead of a teacher he was.
I mean, I guess,
How
but
harsh
like,
and fucking unforgiving he was.
yeah, but like shit like that just doesn't fucking make sense. And then like another thing, right before the competition, when he says horns, make sure you sharp that ninth. That doesn't make sense. Like you don't ask a horn player to sharp a ninth because he's not playing a chord. You
Yeah, well,
say
that movie was about drums, so he doesn't know what he's talking about. How about that?
I don't know what none of this means. How about that?
That movie was about a drummer being abused by his teacher.
All right, fine. You want to talk about the drumming scene, the famous rushing or dragging, right? When he says count me at 215. What's the point of that? Having that information for me to randomly, you're a drummer. If I randomly came up to you and said, Dan, count me a 185 tempo.
I'm not doing that. but
Exactly. That's a useless skill to have. Like
Yeah,
I
but
don't need to know how to.
Whiplash is played in like the weirdest fucking.
I understand that, but having the skill
He's
of
just
just
a
not
dick.
like without a metronome, like that's not a skill I need to know. Especially even you as a drummer, like, did you do that in school? Like, just oh, this is what 185 sounds like. No, that doesn't fucking make sense. Like, it's just
It's the hardest,
there were little
hardest
things.
jazz band to be in New York City.
Please, please, either do it right or don't do it.
Just you want to play the drums. Guy fucking shreds. And it's Miles Teller. Back in the day, ladies. I know you love him.
I do like Miles Teller. He is a good actor. Miles Teller is a good actor. But other than that, like it's small nitpicky shit that I didn't like about that movie. Other than that, it was a pretty good movie.
I love that movie.
It was cool.
Makes you want to go learn how to play Whiplash and then never do it because it's too fast.
It's hard.
Stupid.
It's a hard song.
I can
it's
do it on my
stupid.
kalimba.
I will be so impressed
The,
if you learn
the
how to play.
blisters on your fingers would be.
Oh my
nuts.
god!
Don't
Do
threaten
you know
me.
how fast 215 is?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, go ahead, count it off. It's such an important skill.
Rum-pa-pum-pum.
I brought presents, they're all rumping my bum.
Whoa.
That's,
Hey,
that's
yo.
Family
Family
Guy.
Guy.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, Dan.
This is
don't
how
watch
fast
Family Guy.
215 is.
Okay, I can do that.
With different time signatures and different changing in structures of the song,
Yeah.
you can go this fast. It's faster than you
This
think
is
it is.
fast.
This is faster. It's faster than you think it is. That's
Try
a
to, snap,
215.
try to snap in that
Yeah.
face.
No. Think of it like this: make one leg go at one tempo, the other leg go at another, and one arm and another arm go at 4 different tempos. Go ahead. And your hands too. Go ahead. Come
Yeah,
on.
brother.
Hold on, I got a samurai sword in
Yeah,
one hand
yeah,
and I
yeah.
got to drink in the other. Wait, so you tell me there's what 4 different things going on?
When you're a drummer, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just asking a question, bro.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about Whiplash, but go watch it. Whatever. Miles Teller.
I love that
And
movie.
and
great movie. J.K. Rowling.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
That's the only way I know him. He's J. Jonah Jameson.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, it's J. Jonah Jameson.
There it is. I was gonna say J.K. Rowling, but that's fucking Harry Potter.
Speaking of Harry Potter, no, it wasn't on my list.
She hates gay people.
Yeah. Transphobic.
Oh, she hates trans. Okay,
Yeah.
not gay people.
That wasn't on my list, unfortunately.
I'm not a big Harry Potter guy.
I only seen the first 3 and the last 2. So
Wait, what?
I'm not a big Harry Potter guy.
Really?
No,
Wow.
I'm more of a Lord of the Rings guy.
And I really haven't seen the like a lot
I've never
of
seen
all
Lord
of
of the
them.
Rings.
Any of them?
Nope.
Really?
I've seen the first like
I've
2.
heard like such good things, but I just never sat down to watch them.
I like the movies. The Hobbit was too boring. The Hobbit I was not a fan of.
I only
I just-
saw bits and pieces of the
Just
Hobbit.
never sat down to watch them. I don't know why. Just
Fucking love
Haven't
Lord
done
of the
it.
Rings. So good.
heard nothing but good things about it. It's just long.
Oh, they're yeah, that's your day. If you're committing to watching all of them, that's your day.
Yeah.
It's
They're
just
like
watching Lord of the Rings.
It's like more
plus
than that.
each, right?
They're 3 and change each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But
But goddamn, that movie make you want to fucking fight an ogre.
You shall not pass. Also, in forgetting Sarah Marshall, by the way. Anyway, no, another honorable mention. And this is again, it's kind of a cheapo that I did. I did most Will Ferrell movies. I'm a big Will Ferrell guy.
He's
I
still
just-
on like a roll. Like how Adam Sandler's like newer movies kind of not as good. Will Ferrell still hits.
Oh, I think he's so funny. I get a kick of. That's just my sense of humor though. Like
I'm trying to think like. I think my favorite Will Ferrell movie is definitely Anchorman 1 and 2.
see, I wasn't a fan of the second one. I feel like the second one's forced. But
Oh wait,
the first one,
no. Step Brothers is better.
Step Brothers is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
His
Step
character in
Brothers.
Old School is great. Frank
Yes,
Tank.
I
Old
loved
School.
it. I liked Talladega Nights. Great
Ricky
movie.
Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
Shout out Ricky Bobby.
Such a funny movie.
I'll put Anchorman over
Oh
Talladega
yeah,
Nights.
of
then.
course. No, absolutely.
Oh okay.
I'm just saying. I just such a.
Like if we're rating like his best ones, I would 110% put Anchorman above Talladega Nights.
I put Step Brothers above Anchorman though.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm
Like
not gonna push on
that movie.
they're pretty
is
up
just-
there, but
Yeah, no, of course.
I would think Anchorman is his second. Step Brothers, then
Anchorman.
Anchorman.
Yeah, too iconic right there.
I think those are his top 2. I couldn't think of anything else I'd put above that.
Yeah, no, I don't know. But I get a kick out of all of his movies that he's in.
they're so
Oh, the
rewatchable.
other guys is right up there.
The other guys is up there.
I wouldn't put it above Step Brothers.
No, but it's up there.
It's definitely up there. I wouldn't put it
Uh-huh.
above Anchorman either.
No. I love scotch. Scotch. Listen, man, you ruined it with one thing I love. What do you love? Well, I love a nice glass of scotch, you know. The news, reading the news. Oh, and my friend over here, Baxter. Well, this is what's happening in Baxter now. Just punts him off the bridge. Milk was a bad
Bitches better be wearing Jimmy's.
Milk was a bad choice. I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set. Now I'm gonna play Moby Dick for real. I like to know what half that stuff was like actual improv and what was just like they just actually was scripted.
Just ran with it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
They probably did like that scene in the phone booth. They probably just did a million takes of them say whatever he wanted, and they just took the best ones.
Yeah.
I'm in a glass case of emotion. The bad man.
They honestly couldn't have gotten 2 better actors to play in Step Brothers. Like I feel like nobody else could have done either of those roles.
Well, that's the thing. It's like
And I confuse the 2 of them so fucking often.
John
Will
C.
Ferrell
Reilly.
and John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
I mix them up all the time. Like they could actually be related, and I'd believe it.
It's great. But the thing is, like, and like they did the Sherlock Holmes one, was like the movie, which was like it wasn't that good.
It was okay.
They did a Sherlock Holmes movie.
Wasn't that Iron Man?
No, they did Hobbs and was it Sherlock Holmes and
Watson.
Watson.
Yeah.
Holmes and Watson they called it.
This is not the movie with Robert Downey Jr. that we're talking about.
No.
No, he had
Did
No,
Robert
he
Downey Jr. not do
No,
it?
No,
he did.
he
He
did.
did one.
He did
but,
one. Oh, okay.
But John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell did one,
yeah.
and they
And
were.
Theirs was like a comedy, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like yeah, pretty much. But it was like It was-
So like Robert Downey Jr.'s one was like a serious take on
Absolutely,
Sherlock Holmes.
yeah.
And then theirs was like a joke version of Sherlock
yes,
Holmes.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So like like in show like like when Robert Downey Jr. was like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna do this, this, and that. Like,
yeah, like
he's
all the
playing-
math and shit.
Well, Will Ferrell would do it. It would just was like it was. I don't remember. I think it just wouldn't go as planned or something like that. Like
So it's
Yeah,
just
it's
not
like-
funny.
yeah, it had some
Oh,
funny
it's
parts.
some funny parts, but it wasn't like
It wasn't, yeah.
Yeah.
what it should have been.
But
I
I
gotcha.
do like most of his movies. Blades of Glory, like
Good movie,
another
yeah.
movie.
Iron Lotus.
Iron Lotus. Like we're gonna dance to one song. We're gonna skate to one song and one song only.
Ball so hard, motherfuckers trying to find.
Like the
Looks
fact that
I
I
don't know
made it
that's
to
what
that
the
song is
sample
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how much Kanye had to pay for that.
Right, just for that clip.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell was like, honestly, go for it. Like,
No one knows what it means. Provocative.
Provocative.
gets the people going.
That's such a random sound
Yeah.
to grab to for that song.
No, I mean it kind of worked out because that
Oh,
was right
100%.
after the whole, that shit cray. So they're just like trying to be like, oh, well, what does that mean? Like,
Yeah.
because no one did that before. No one did that shit cray, and then cray stuck for a hot minute. No one says it anymore, but like that
Yeah, but
shit cray.
Just the
What does
song
that
that
mean?
it's
No
in.
one knows what
Yeah.
that means. It's provocative. What? No, it's not. Gets the people going.
and it definitely got the people going. Like,
It did. But no.
I got one going on like another parody type movie. Shout out to Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Never saw it.
It is Butterscratch.
I know that scene.
I feel
They're like it's like the perfect parody movie.
that movie.
It's
They literally
so funny. They don't miss a joke on.
The thing is, movie was purposely made to be a low budget movie, and
Right.
just to see what they can do with that low
That's
budget.
pure
Okay.
cold class. But like
Like
the jokes, every joke, every scene is fucking hilarious.
like the horse scenes, it's hilarious. They don't even have a real horse. They just have the clickers, clackers. They're like, it's all like they're just
kinda
clicking-
funny.
They're doing the
It's,
trot.
like, it's purposely made to be a low budget movie with everything low budget as the joke.
Okay.
There's a scene with the witch. Great scene ever. Wait, whoa. How do we know she's a witch? Well, let's think about it, guys. Like, what happens with witches? What is it? How does it go, Dan? You probably can word it better. But basically, he's like,
I've never seen it. So.
he compares compares a witch to a duck, and basically, like, if they weigh the same, she's a witch.
I imagine it's funnier in the movie.
There's a lot of
go watch it.
There's a lot of logic with how he like determines like, okay,
Gotta go watch it.
if this lady weighs the same as a duck, she's a witch.
Okay, I've
Yeah.
never seen it, so
No.
But it is just the Butterscratch scene gets me every time. Cuts
I
his
mean
whole
that
arm
scene
off.
I know, but
Cuts
that's
his
because
whole
of
arm
the
off.
memes.
Cuts his other arm off.
Yeah,
He cuts his legs off. Are you okay? It is just the
just
Butterscratch.
but a
It's
scratch.
just the fucking head.
Yeah, I've never. I haven't seen it, but
Gotta watch it. Gotta watch that movie.
Yeah, I was told I would like it. Another one that's probably my number two. The rest of these weren't in order, but this is definitely like my number two. Good Will Hunting with
Great movie.
That was gonna be. That was gonna be in one of my.
I love that movie.
It was up there. It was definitely up there.
Fucking love Good Will Hunting.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. Oh, I know. What I'm doing.
Oh,
You know
my
what you're
boy's
doing?
wicked smart.
I had an apple today. It was a good apple.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like actually play.
No. I
quiz.
thought you were gonna
Hey,
ask
do
me.
you like apples?
Yeah, no.
Could you
Well,
like-
I
Yes.
got her number.
How do you like them?
like them apples?
love that they played the joke on that in what was it? Freaking not Bill and Ted. Was it Blood Man and Chronic maybe? Did they come in where Ben Affleck's in there? Freaking
It may have been Blunt Man.
where they put like a joke on it and like they show back up to that guy and he beats the shit out of Ben Affleck.
Oh
It's pretty
no.
funny.
No, that
funny.
sounds
Scene-
hilarious.
scene's
though.
great.
Is that Blunt Man and Chronic?
It might be in that one. Or is
Or is
it
it
one
in
of
the Clerks or something?
Or maybe in one of the Jane Silent Bobs or something.
Okay.
That
It was fun.
is-
Those
Right.
movies all blend together.
Honestly,
after a while.
I feel like I can picture in
Or
Silent
one of,
because
it's in one of those fucking that whole clique with mole rats. Or
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of the ones Jane.
that one I've never
Wow,
seen. I've
Silent
never
Bob.
seen Mallrats.
no, but I'm pretty sure Ben Affleck was in.
No, he's in that like he's
Yeah.
in that whole
Oh,
group or
okay.
whatever. So he's in the movies. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
which one it's in.
Mhm.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They did like a spoof on it and they're in a bar and that guy turns around and he's in there. It's like this seems oddly familiar.
Yeah, I love Good Will Hunting. Good ass fucking movie. Yeah, like even the ending when he's in the construction site, he's like, "Don't get me wrong, you're my best friend, but if you're here in 20 years, I'll fucking kill you."
Yeah.
You know. Great movie. Highly recommend. I recommend that movie to everyone. You got to see it at least once. It's so good.
Even, like, the
I
serious
watch it
parts,
every
like
time.
Robin Williams when he's not trying to be funny. It's
It
great.
was so
yeah,
great.
yeah. Especially the whole, it's not your fault scene.
It's not your fault. I know it's not my fault.
I know it's
no,
not my
no, no,
fault.
no. It's not your fault.
I know. It's
Yeah.
not my fault.
Yeah.
Don't do this to me, man. Family Guy made it a joke too.
I know.
Yeah.
It kind of like every time I watch it, I think it's Family
I
Guy.
think of
That's-
Family Guy too. Yeah.
Not you, man. No, it's not your Stewie. It's not.
Don't
your
do this to me, man. It's not fucking you.
So the movie I wanted to, my last movie that I wanted to add, I like The Dark Knight.
Probably the best superhero movie we got.
I think
It's
I think
the
it's
best superhero movie. Not my favorite Batman.
Really.
Me personally, yeah.
What's your favorite Batman?
Believe it or not, it's the Batman with
Oh, the
Robert Pattinson.
newest one. Okay. Because there's just a darker twist. That's why you liked it.
No, I like the fact that he was actually being a detective,
Not just beating people
not just
up.
beating the shit out of
And he
everyone.
wasn't rich.
And he never got hit.
And he wasn't rich.
He was rich.
Yeah,
Even in the
Robert
even,
Pattinson?
Yeah.
Why wasn't he rich?
he was rich.
he
still a
he
billionaire.
still was the billionaire.
Yeah,
in
he was
that
still a
one?
billionaire.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He wasn't flashy with it. That's why.
The thing is it's one line in the movie that everyone seems to skip. It's maybe like right after he beats up the first group of gang members. He says, "I've only been doing this for 2 years." So like he's
He's
brand
new.
new to being Batman, and it's based off the Year One comic and the Long Halloween comic, which I both have, and I read them both, and it was very nicely done. It's like the only one where I feel like he's truly being a detective as opposed to just being a superhero. Don't get me wrong, in The Dark Knight it's great, it's grand, everyone does a great job in it, but he's never ever really a detective. Like he's not figuring anything out. The Batman is the first movie where he's actually like putting shit together and like trying to piece the puzzle together. Like he's not invincible.
Well,
like he
because you're
gets
going-
hit. Like he gets fucked up. Like
Yeah, but think about it. You're going against the Riddler, so like there has to be that's literally what you have to do for the Riddler. You have to be a detective.
yeah, but I mean,
Like the Joker's not really giving like anything like that's like.
no, there are certain comics in the Joker where he really fucks with him.
Well, I'm not going based off the comics. We're talking about movies, bro.
Yeah, okay, fine.
We're talking about movies, B.
All right, whatever.
We can talk about comics another time.
No,
And I
we can't because I'm the only one that reads them.
Nerd.
Fucking
yeah,
nerd.
absolutely.
Fucking nerd.
Big ass nerd. Yeah, hold my sword, Tim.
This air makes me stronger.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Yeah, hold my sword.
I am.
Yeah, hold my sword.
Wow, it's so long. Oh, I cut my finger. Ooh, I got a major clue over here. Oh, now I got a clue over here now. Oh, man. I got a
yeah.
raging clue over here.
Raging.
These are all South Park references.
Yes.
I know you know, but I don't know about the talkers know.
You want another movie? I'll give you another movie. We'll go a little Italian on this one. Goodfellas.
Yep, that was going to be on my list too.
Like everybody loves The Godfather. It's just
No,
long.
Goodfellas,
If you haven't
great.
watched it, it's really hard to watch now.
Great movie.
But Goodfellas the one.
I've said it before on this show. I love Goodfellas. Goodfellas is a great fucking
And
movie.
I gotta say, the prison sauce that they make is like one of the best looking sauces you can
Oh
get.
my
The
God.
fucking thinly fucking
See, the
sliced
thing is, you
You
have
have to cut the garlic so thin with the razor that he used to just liquefy in the pan.
Yes. I was on that.
I thought he always used a little bit too many onions, but hey, what are you gonna do? It was still a good sauce. How many onions did you use? Three little onions. 3 little onions. Oh my god.
You used to cut it so thin.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I have a hot take when it comes to Goodfellas, and I've said this multiple times in this podcast. If Goodfellas is your favorite movie, you're a snitch. That's all I'm gonna say. It's the ending to that movie that proves that if that's your favorite gangster movie, because everyone loves to quote, "All my life, all I ever wanted to be was a gangster," you're a snitch. What happens to the end? Henry Hill snitches on everyone because he was a fucking
He's
cokehead.
still alive.
What?
Henry Hill's still alive.
What did I say?
Based on, oh no, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh no, I knew he's
was
still
on,
alive.
He was on fucking Howard Stern, and it's apparently some gangster calling. I don't know, come fucking down here.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I seen that.
I'm alive, ain't I? Motherfucker.
I seen that. Yeah, he snitched on everyone. So, like I said, that's my hot take of everyone that always says it. And for those that want to know, that's also on my list. Number 1 is A Bronx Tale. Is my favorite gangster movie
That
ever.
is a great one.
Did you know that was really based on his life?
Who?
The whatever his name is, the main gangster, Sonny.
Sonny? Oh yeah.
You know his real name's
Chaz Pizmento.
His name is actually Colugino.
Oh, wow.
Like that was him about him growing up in
In the Bronx?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That is a cool
But-
fact.
And he was
De Niro
in,
wrote that movie.
and he was in love with a black girl or whatever.
No.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Oh wait,
accepted in there.
I think I saw this. He had it on his podcast
Yeah.
or whatever, right? Yeah,
I
yeah.
found it the other day. I was like, oh shit.
I know
It
De Niro
makes-
directed
it
and
makes-
wrote that movie,
makes
and he
so
plays
much
in it
sense.
too.
One of the greats.
Yeah. Bronx Tale is the best gangster movie ever made because it's the only one that doesn't glorify being a gangster. I've said it multiple times. At the end, he just tells him, yo, go do the right fucking thing. Go do what makes you happy and stay out of this fucking life. Every other gangster movie, including The Godfather, including Goodfellas, including Casino, any other one you'll name, they all glorify the life of being a gangster. And at the end, they all die or they all get snitched on and end up in fucking jail.
Joe Pesci walks up at the end of that movie and says, anything you need, kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be
exactly.
And right there, I knew that it wasn't about just a parking spot.
Exactly. Did you really kill that man over a parking space? I love that movie.
What do you think?
You'll figure it out when now you can't leave. The Bronx Tale is the best gangster movie ever made.
Well, by the way, going based off your statement before, about like how they always glorified gangsters in The Godfather. I mean, the Don, what was his name? Don. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Don. What's the
Corleone?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I couldn't think of the name right now. He didn't want his son to be in the gangs. He didn't want his son to be in the mob.
Right, but he just kind of goes in.
Yeah,
I get
he
it.
did it himself. That's
No,
it.
I
Yeah, yeah.
understand that, but like, it was only like that one time when he's just like, no, you can't be part of this life. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna be part of this life.
Yeah, he's like, all right.
After his dad dies, he's like, okay, I'm gonna take over.
Yeah.
But even at the end of a Bronx, and if you haven't seen a Bronx Tale, when he's dead, even C is like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
Like I've learned my lesson. Like this isn't for me. Nobody
His
should be
friends
doing
died.
this. All his friends died.
Yeah.
Literally all of them.
Yeah.
Every single one of his friends died.
In the car.
And his mentor, the dude he looked up to as like a second father, also died.
Yes.
He's like, dog, this isn't for me.
Yeah.
Like, who else did in The Godfather when he has to kill his own fucking brother and he still stays in the life? Come on, dog. Come on, bro. Like,
How much
I
money-
knew it was you, Fredo. Like, come on.
How much money does he owe you? He owes me $20. Well, you just. What?
Well, think about it.
So,
You just paid $20 and he's out of your life forever. You never got to talk to him again.
So I didn't even want to attempt it because I was like, I knew him in a butcher it. So I was like, I know B's got
I
it.
don't want your money touching my money. Get him in the bedroom. Hey, Sonny, my money's good here. Get him in the fucking bedroom.
I don't want him rolling the dice while he looks at you. Get in the bathroom.
I don't like his face. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Yeah, Sonny, I have money on the table.
I don't want you to breathe on it.
Yeah. You know what's great too is as he says 9 passes. I made 9 passes that night and made Sonny a fuck ton of money. Well, he doesn't say a fuck ton. He's like, I made Sonny a lot of money.
Yeah.
And now as I grew up and learned how to play craps, 9 passes isn't that great. 9
Yeah.
rolls is not that
I was
great.
gonna say-
You don't know how much they're throwing, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true too. That's
We're
true.
going to pay him cash.
That's true.
In a fucking
mean-
basement.
No, I'm saying as like a hot roll, like as a
Yeah.
hot roller, like 9 isn't. I mean, I don't know if that means they just like threw him out and they're just like, yeah, that's it, he's done. But I'd imagine like
And I'm sure they're
They
not playing
crapped out
like
at
real
some point.
craps. It's fucking just rolling dice.
no, it was craps. They say it's craps in the game.
Yeah.
in the movie they said it was craps. They said they were playing craps. So like that's when he says, yo, I made that. I mean, that's why he says I won what did he say? I won 4-4 on the hard way. And then that's like, oh kid, don't get cocky. That's a craps thing. you
Yeah.
know? So, even when he says that in the movie, like they're definitely playing craps. But like as I grew up and learned how to actually play craps, 9 rolls isn't like the craziest run. If he said like 15, I'd be like, oh shit,
he
like
could have been doubling, right? Can't you double?
double what?
Like, I mean, I'm not too familiar with craps, but like, isn't like when like you start rolling, like can't like I understand sometimes some of the money's locked in, but can't you still? Everyone could still bet any roll.
Yeah, but you keep rolling in craps until you crap out. So once you roll a 7,
Yeah.
that's it. It's game. Everyone loses money.
Yeah,
No,
but-
whatever's on the table is gone.
Yeah, no, but people could still keep throwing more money down as it goes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So he, for what you know, he kept.
No, he still made him probably a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
money. I mean, that's why he gives him $200, and he's like, oh no, he gives him $20, and he's like, that's it, and he's like, okay, and he hands him another 20.
yeah. Still at that point, you're like, really?
yeah.
Well, back then, that was a lot of money.
I mean,
anyway.
that,
Yeah,
that
but
was
still.
that was like the '60s, $40 for a 9-year-old kid. And
I
then-
mean,
and then when
$20 when I was in like middle school.
Oh, I was like,
or
bro,
was it? No,
I was the
yeah.
Don. I was the Don.
I was like, oh wow, I'm going out. This is going out in the town right now.
Yeah, I was the Don with $20. But yeah, I mean, even when Robert De Niro finds his money when he's still a kid, he's like, "Where'd you get this?" He's like, "It's my money." He's like, $800. You got a bigger bank account than me. Where'd you get this?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, $800 now. It's like it's still not like laughing money.
Can't
but
even
like,
pay rent.
You're telling me.
Sorry, my ears are getting a little warm.
It's all good.
Well,
It's about that time.
do you guys have any other last minute movie?
Yeah, my number one, Fight Club. Love Fight Club.
I don't know how that could be your number one. You just broke number one rule.
I thought your number one was Pulp Fiction.
Mine?
Yeah.
No, it's not even my favorite Tarantino movie.
I feel in the past you said that, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's something else.
No, Pulp Fiction's. I mean, I like Pulp Fiction, but it's not even my favorite. Inglourious Basterds is my favorite Tarantino movie, followed by Reservoir Dogs. Stuck in the middle with you.
Reservoir Dogs. I feel like I've seen that.
That's where he gets his ear cut off.
Oh yeah.
That was really low budget too. That they filmed that in one warehouse.
All right, I'm just gonna say Napoleon Dynamite. Very low budget movie, high quality movie.
Oh yeah.
They have like the highest ratio of how much they made versus
Yeah.
how much they spent.
Mm-hmm. Like that was it was nuts.
And the guy drinking the eggs was just a real dude that owned an egg farm over there.
I
So like when that scene,
That's amazing.
That scene when he says like that random mumble,
Right.
Like we don't know what he actually said. We just left it in there. It was just like in the middle of the take, like he was actually drinking the egg yolks and just mumbled something, and we have no idea what the fuck he said. We just left it in.
I wonder what happens if you watch that scene with subtitles. Like, what does it say?
mumble it. And,
It's just inaudible mumbling. Just,
yeah, probably.
idea.
Yeah. I forgot about that scene.
I did
Well, my
forget
favorite
about that
movie
scene,
facts that
too.
I heard is like, yeah, we didn't know what the fuck he said.
That's
It's
amazing.
just we left it in there because it was funny.
That's amazing.
Well, anyway,
Yeah, it's about that time.
all right, talkers. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll get a little woo, baby. All right.
A triple.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode, and I hope everyone has a nice weekend. And I hope at
Feeling
this
good?
point, what?
You don't want to catch the hands? You good?
No, man, I'm like, I was just, wow, you're right.
I thought you were going. That's what you were leading.
Oh, that's why I
into.
was I was yawning. I was actually
You should have
yawning.
that.
No, I
Yeah,
thought you were
show.
leading into the catch. These
I was
hands.
actually gonna end that, so I was like, oh, they're cool. And then it's like about when he said about that time, that's I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, about that time for Catch These Hands.
I
This
thought-
is your first time on the show?
Probably at this point. Anyway, yeah, time to catch these hands. This is the part of the show we like to talk about something that really bothered us, irked us, pissed us off. Maybe it was a first world problem. Maybe it was an everyday problem. You know, maybe we can hash it out right now.
I got 3 of them. We could do it.
Okay, go for it and catch these hands.
Am I going? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll go. So, for those that don't know, we've been doing the show for 3 years now.
Crazy.
3 long years we've been doing this show.
Crazy.
And it's crazy that as of recent, because he's done it perfectly in the past before, and I've actually called him out, and he still didn't correct the problem. My Catch These Hands goes to Dan because I literally even texted in the chat
I'm not fixing it.
and you didn't.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I'm not fixing it.
I texted Dan in the chat and I wrote, "Hey, Dan, tag us. So, we can do this whole algorithm thing and it helps boost numbers so we can reshare you posting us." 0 response. Nothing. Literally no fucking response.
You know you can still add the tag once you post it, right?
Like,
You can.
You can. You can just hit edit.
Yeah.
And
I
just,
can.
and just
You know, it's not. You're not deleting the post. It's already there.
It's literally there. You just hit edit and it's
That's another thing I learned on the phone these days.
yeah.
Recently, actually.
Mhm.
I was like, what? I already posted. Everyone's like, tag me. I was like, what? How can I tag you?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool. The more you know.
So Dan is catching these hands because I even called him out on it.
Nice.
And it's very rare that Dan catches the hands, but this week I feel like it's well deserved. I had that one cooking because the fact that I know he read it because that smile on his face just proves to me that he fucking read the message.
How about the fact that
and he didn't fucking fix it.
I was gonna fix it. My pride.
he doesn't like authority? What can he say?
I feel him on that, but this is not an authority podcast. It's split 3 ways. It's literally yours as much yours as it is mine.
By split, you mean because I'm only a samurai sword? Is that why?
No.
See that smidge in the bottom? It looks very legible, right? It's Randy Johnson from American Idol.
Sure.
Sorry, I was still quoting movies. All right, so that's cool. You want to lock and load 2 more?
Why, you guys don't have a catch these
Okay,
hands?
catch these hands.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I just figured you had 3.
It's kind of funny.
Go ahead.
My catch hands goes out to Bizarre.
Yeah!
Because I'm 90% sure he has me blocked from seeing his story on Instagram. Because every time you post, can't see it. But I go on the podcast page, and I can see it.
Why would I have you
Wow.
blocked?
I don't know. But you got me blocked from seeing his story.
Why would I have
I
it?
don't know.
That'd actually be really
that's
funny.
what I'm bringing up.
That'd actually be really funny.
That's what I just realized.
Do you actually not? There's no way, bro. How do I check that?
I have no idea, but I can't see your stories. I see you repost.
Wait. So you can see my posts, but not my stories? You can do that?
Yeah,
You can block people from just your stories?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, no, you can.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened to me.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Because I was like, I see the post that's...
But how? It says block here, and you're not blocked.
No, it's not it. Let's see.
But yeah, I don't know. I went,
Let me see.
what's it called?
Don't worry, I'm not
I
going
saw
to your stuff.
you, like, I got the notification that you posted the story,
Right?
and I was like, it's not there. And then I went on the podcast page for whatever, and I was like, what the fuck?
Nope.
See?
Uh-huh.
So wait. If I post a story right now, right? I'm just
I don't see
curious.
it.
You don't see it?
I don't see it.
No way. Let me see.
I can see it on the podcast page.
Hide
I would've
story
said-
and left. Yeah, so you don't even have that.
Oh,
Wait, hide story. Like, see
Yeah, see, you're not
Oh,
on
wait,
there.
wait.
Oh.
Yeah!
Oh! Holy shit! How did that happen?
Scumbag!
And James! I have my boy James
funny.
blocked from my story. Why?
Scumbag!
Bro, I was
wow.
like, I noticed it this week when he posted it, like, 'cause
And it went
I
on
was like,
our podcast.
whatever.
page.
I saw it, I was like,
crazy.
wait, I didn't see his story.
How
I
the fuck
looked.
did I do that?
I was like,
I
wait
didn't even
a
know I
second
could do
here.
this.
Scumbag!
second.
What a guy.
That would make sense, but I don't see your gym post when you mention it.
That's
But you can see it
fucking
online.
wild.
Wow, that's wild, man.
I wonder how long I've had you blocked for.
I have no idea.
I don't know. He wouldn't see your story. He doesn't know.
Because I noticed, because whatever, I was on the podcast page, I guess, when he posted it, and then whatever opened, and then I went back to mine. I was like, wait, I don't see his story.
Oh, what was like a mention he put on like of the podcast?
whatever,
yeah,
yeah.
probably
I was
that. Wow.
That's wild. I didn't even know you could do that.
Scumbag.
I had my boy James
That's
blocked
funny.
too. What the fuck did James do to me?
Imagine he had me blocked too.
That'd be hilarious.
It's just us two blocked.
Like,
That would
okay.
have been funny as fuck if
I was
it was
like,
just
alright.
you two blocked.
I was like, wow, he's talking mad shit about us, Dad.
That's
Shit.
kind of funny. You know, I was laughing. I was like, you know what? Save it for the podcast. Not even going to mention it.
Oh no, that's amazing. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, look at him. Fucking catch these hands guy over here.
That's fucking amazing.
Nice. That's all I got.
Did you have that in the tuck, or like, were you gonna give it to me regardless if I gave you Cashy's?
Oh,
hands?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I noticed this week, and I was like, hold on. That'd be funny to just save for the show.
That's fucking amazing. I didn't even know you could block people from viewing your story. I knew you could block them.
Did you just
like,
block like four other
Block.
people?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you
Hella
really?
people.
Now,
yeah.
now it's efficient.
Yeah. No,
Why would
that's
you do
amazing.
it? They've already seen your story. What is the difference between what
Nah,
they
they're
saw?
not seeing them
now,
no more.
now they can't see it anymore.
Now it's definitely gonna be me.
Now it's definitely Tim.
Just reblocked me.
Yeah, right.
Now it's definitely Tim.
Yeah.
Tim.
I'm gonna have to see his phone later. I'm curious now.
Now it's
I'm
definitely
gonna be
Tim.
Crazy X now and be like,
That's
"What's up?"
fucking amazing. I didn't even know that was possible.
It's funny that you had two random people like me and the
And James.
Just why?
James is my boy.
And the fact that you didn't know you could do it, the fact that we were blocked.
Wow.
That's craziness.
My catchy sand is gonna be completely different. It's not gonna be
What
these
did
two.
James do?
Yeah.
What
what
did
the
I do?
Yeah, right. Yeah, really. Wow, unbelievable. I was gonna say, Catchy's Hands goes out to, and this is a first world problem, by the way. Wrinkled clothes that you keep ironing, but you keep getting a different crease as you iron.
Sounds like you're ironing wrong.
It sounds like you're ironing.
No, I'm
wrong.
definitely ironing right, but it takes an extra little bit long time. Like, why the fuck do I keep getting? Because it's like I go flat, and then the second I start like moving it, like moving the little iron, it like gets a different crease.
Supposed to knock it out, dude.
Yeah, I do knock it out, but then another one comes in. All right,
Sure,
whatever.
sure.
All right, that's my Catchy's Hands. All right.
I just
You either agree or you just say, all right, that's fair. Like, whatever.
No, I'm actually shook. I don't know why I had Dan blocked off my story.
I was just confused because I saw it on the Instagram, like we
The
talking
podcast
page,
one, yeah.
And I went back to my regular one. And I was like, I feel like I should have seen it by now. And I was like,
I wonder
just
how
something
long I've
clicked,
had
and I
you
was
blocked.
like, fuck.
I'm curious as to how long. Then it doesn't say how long I've had you blocked, right? That's fucking wild.
I was just like, I'll bring it up on the podcast. That's kind of funny.
Fucking wonder how
That's
long
so
I've
funny.
had you
It's
blocked.
not like it's whatever, but I was like, I'm gonna bring it up
That's
because it's
so
such a random
fucking
thing.
funny. Just two random ass people, just Dan and my boy James, just blocked on my story. On my story of all things. That's why I was like, that doesn't make sense. I didn't even know you could block people from viewing just your story.
Yeah, you can also mute people from just like their stories.
I knew you could mute people's stories.
Yeah.
That
But
I have
like
on a
that
few
takes
people.
so many steps to get to.
That's
to
what
do
I'm
that.
saying. So like, how
You know,
could
one
I
night
have
you
done
were,
it?
one night you were blacked out.
I was like,
just
yeah,
fucking-
fuck Dan. It's just fuck James too.
Dan's hanging out without me. Fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm at work.
I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
And then it's just me not seeing your shit.
I thought I was viewing his story.
Imagine. No, you had it in Wumbo. You had it.
I had it in Wumbo. That was the problem.
Good start. Good.
That's
job, man.
amazing.
Good
That's
call out.
so
Good call
fucking
out.
I don't
funny.
even know
That was
how
good.
it clicked, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say that for the podcast.
No, that's good. That's really good. That was a really good catch. These hands. That was good. I
Scumbag.
apologize, Dan. I apologize.
Yeah, you better.
This is not like
Our
it's like
co-host.
whatever, but I was like,
I
that's
really
kind of
wanna
funny to bring
know.
up on the show.
No, that's super funny. I'm curious as to how long it's been like that though.
I guess I haven't noticed
Like
that I haven't seen
so
your
many
story.
steps. Like
I guess
shit.
I haven't noticed that I haven't seen your story, but fucking.
That's so wild. Can you just like hit anyone's story and you can mute them from your story? That's crazy. Timmy Moose.
That's cool. I just won't help your algorithm out. That's all. All right. Now can I do the segment that I wanted to do before? But I was yawning?
catch his head?
Oh yeah. See, like you got that. I have to catch these hands. My sign off. I hope everybody has a great, wonderful weekend and has a great time listening to us and ready for next week. Because in the meantime, I just hope everybody remembered to catch it. I said catch. Wow, I'm like going dyslexic mode today. Feed your goldfish.
Nah, fuck your shoulder.
And always remember to block your friends from your story. I mean, pay your fucking producer.
Skr, 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 skr.